So here we go. Our first match today. Oops. What's happening now? Oh. Seems to work. Our first match today. FoCuS versus WFZ. It's the second day of the CC Master Cup 3, which means both these players won their matches yesterday and advanced to today's quarterfinals. Both arguably with not the strongest opponents. WFZ defeated Meteor on his way here with a 2-0 score, and FoCuS defeated Zihai-Toon. We saw that game yesterday and was only a 2-1. FoCuS, who's one of the best orcs in the world, was really struggling at times against Zihai-Toon, aka the Purple Dolphin. And that is not too promising. FoCuS was supposed to easily destroy the opposition in that match. Maybe a tell that FoCuS currently isn't in the best shape, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Of course, Orcs versus Night Elves have been struggling a little bit these last couple of months. But this matchup normally is where Orcs shine, and especially FoCuS shines. I think this is his strongest matchup, by far actually, when he's playing well. We saw this very impressively executed by FoCuS at DreamHack Anaheim. DreamHack Anaheim against Moon. Well, against Moon in the final, and there he lost 0-3. But against Happy is what I was trying to say. Against Happy, he was able to get the 2-0 victory, so in this matchup, indeed, he can look very strong. WFZ, for a long time in this matchup, had his own ideas, was playing like 4 Ghoul Shade, Dreadlord, Destroyer push timings. One would think that currently everything revolves around the... Ooh, big last hit. DK couldn't steal it. One would think everything revolves around the Crypt Lord meta, but it seems like the Asians, for once, are a little bit slower to adjust than the European scene, which is very surprising. Big last hit here again. Who gets it? WFZ gets it. That was very close. Blade Master almost able to steal it, and this is a big deal. This experience swing makes a big, big difference. And FoCuS getting punished for his creep route. Normally we see the orcs going for this camp first. This cannot be harassed. But instead he went for the merchant. Very good scouting by WFZ. With the Acolyte he saw where the blade was going. Could come in here to contest. Got more experience than the Blade Master and slowed down the Blade Master. And this is crucial. Slowing down Blade Master, making sure he doesn't get level 3 too easily. Changes the whole scope of the mid game and the following late game. Wasn't Neo supposed to be around as well? Yeah, that's how we planned it for this week. But yesterday was such a long day. I was so exhausted. And, you know, we said that one such a long day might be enough. So, we're splitting the responsibilities here. It's me in the morning, or in the early afternoon, and Neo then towards the evening. So, we both have a bit of a lighter load today. Blade continues to play quite aggressively, which I'm rarely a fan of. I guess FoCuS cannot creep too well right now. DK got it, right? That was super close though. Oh, and DK gets the next one as well. I think that was a low damage roll from the Blade. That was a mistake by WFZ, honestly. He should have lost that last hit, but he was lucky that somehow the Ogre didn't die to the Blade Master quickly enough. And these are minor things in the early, but this is one of the big advantages of DK early in harass slash last hit war against the Blade Master. The coil does more damage than the Windwalk, so you should always be able, or most of the time at least, be able to come out on top.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade Master, not even level 2 yet. WFZ could have decided to play more aggressively on level 2 and follow the Blade Master around. Got an Agi Tome here, not too bad. And finally, level 2. But tier 2 finishes. Bestiary, Shadow Hunter, tier 3. That's the standard. And Lich, tier 3. With the Slaughterhouse certainly coming after. The standard by WFZ, nothing too surprising here yet. No Crypt Lord of any kind. could be added in as a third hero. Ooh, that's a cool creep route right here. Oh, FoCuS stealing this away is very smart. And this is one of the reasons why it can be in your best interest to follow the Blade Master around. However, if you can snipe the Ogre Lord right here... oh. That was pretty badly done by WFZ. Messed up that Ogre Lord hardcore. And now he's creeping it without the trick. So this is going to cost quite a few coils. Blade Master now, thanks to stealing this natural away, is almost level 3. Can he come in here to contest this camp? Nope. Big item, the Legion Doomhorn goes to WFZ. Of course, doesn't do much for him, but at least he's preventing the opponent from getting it. Creepjack here could be quite dangerous now. Fiends are already hurt. But WFZ makes it away. And this Shadowhunter has been wasting a lot of time this game. Early game creep route by FoCuS not working out at all. Blade Master wants to be level 3 quickly and then solo creeping the Shadowhunter hardcore to get him to level 3 quickly as well. All that didn't exactly work out in such a manner. Fiend statues. Oh, Blade Master now has the right read. And we'll be able to at least be annoying over here. It's a very big camp from WFZ. Oh, and the Blade gets it! Fastest fingers in the West. Blade Master gets the item as well. FoCuS always very good at grabbing those up quickly. No orb yet for WFZ, but certainly gonna be added here in just a second. Invul pot as well to be safe. But Shadowhunter's still not level 3. That's a big problem. The late game advantage for Undead is that the Lich does not need level 3 to fight, whereas the Shadowhunter does. Lich is fine on level 2. Shadow is not. If FoCuS had played like this at DreamHack against Happy, he definitely would have lost. But yeah, good thing he played better. Dark Ranger third now. Blade Master would love to steal this Rock Golem here as well. But WFZ should certainly be wise to this. Which now has the Nova as well. So easier to force the blade away. Did he get revealed? Oh, he didn't! Oh my god! Perfect timing by FoCuS. Perfect distance from the dust. That was amazing. That was... Ooh, that was like frame perfect. Even if the creep route and the overarching execution of his game plan so far hasn't worked out too perfectly, the Blade Master control here at times is still absolutely outstanding. And that's a big deal. He's got big healing and big invul now. That saves him money for an invul possibly, and also, of course, is just very powerful combat items. It's just creeping currently. At around 50 supply, Undeads oftentimes will go for the Banshee transition, but we don't see any such attempt yet. Similarly, for Orc, we see Taurens, or Walkers, I should say. And in fact, these are coming. So it's 3 Grunts into Berserkers and 1 Raider into Kodo, I imagine. Yeah. Pretty standard. Not much has happened really this game yet. I think ideally WFZ could prioritize solo creeping the Lich a little bit more. Oh, Liquid Fire Bat Rider. I forgot about that. Spirit Tower to counter this. If there's only one Bad Rider, one Spirit Tower upgrade is enough to force the Bad Rider away over time, I think. Oh, in the meantime, there's a fight happening here. Almost missed it. Fiend gets taken out, but the Kodo also is going to fall quickly, and that is arguably the bigger loss. Speed scroll is over. TC silenced. Did get the level 2, so he had both the abilities available. Oh, Lich in trouble. Has to pop the invul here soon. And he does. Did he bring dust? No, but he has the crystal ball. And that might be 2 more fiends going down. Kiting here by WFZ, not the greatest. Statue somehow survived until now, but with a few more right clicks and purges, getting taken out, and we can see the big invul, how valuable it is on the Blade Master here. FoCuS falls back, very surprisingly to me. He still had lots of mana on the Shadow. He had another Stomp. He still had the big invul. DK only had 1 coil left. That's weird. I think he could have stayed in that fight. But maybe he thinks he did well enough and now might perhaps be able to Tiny Great Hall expand. That's a weird tower position. Shouldn't it be like here, rather? Or like here? Or like here? Interesting. Blade level 4, nice and quick. That's also good. We do have Banshees now coming. Why are they always making the Banshees so late, though? Like, just, if you fit just a single Banshee into your 50 supply army, if it applies Curse to just the Blade Master, it's already good. And it's Curse, like, on 2 or maybe 3 more targets. I feel like this Banshee transition is coming too late for most undeads. But better late than never, I guess. WFZ still has around 50 supply. He's got the level 3 Lich now. Finally, Dark Ranger isn't too far away from that either. But FoCuS has the Tiny Great Hall expansion. I talked about the undead late game advantage, which is concerning second hero level requirements. But this is the big late game orc advantage. The Tiny Great Hall. Easy way to expand very quickly if you ever do find yourself with an advantage. And in doing so, can easily set up a win condition for yourself. Another advantage is TC normally starts outperforming the undead third hero rather quickly once high levels get acquired. And the TC is starting to get there, very close to 3. And the Orc Tri-Hero combo will become quite powerful with this. Also, the Walker's coming in, so we're going to have Spirit Link available. Can be very potent once Destroyers are taken out, which could happen quickly. Is there a shop up here? No. I think that's maybe a little mistake by FoCuS, not having a shop at the expansion. But he's got a tower. He's buying time. He's falling back. And, of course, more and more production is on the way. I didn't know you could put illusions on statues, on mechanical units. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Here comes the Stomp. Didn't hit that terribly well, to be honest. There is a dust, by the way, so the burrow is not saving these fiends. Nice Destroyer micro, barely safe towards the back. Kodo is going to get taken out, but at great loss. With Heal Wave and Speed Scroll, almost able to save it. And WFZ committed hard for that kill. Ghouls coming in now. Perhaps the Frenzy Ghoul transition on the horizon. But the TC's level 3. The Stomp is really strong now. The Blade Master still hacking and slaying away. It's a lot about mana at this point. Who's got more healing? The DK does have a good amount left. At least 3 coils. Thanks to the mana potion and the Sobi. And the Shadowhunter is dry. No more heal wave. This could perhaps be the time to turn this fight around. Normally, like when healing is gone, it might be smart to focus on the Blade Master, but in this case, he has the big healing, so perhaps it's not. There is Curse applied, so a lot of damage is missing. Continued good saves on these Destroyers, and the Berserkers, especially when they activate Berserk ability, take a lot of damage. Dark Ranger makes it away, but the mana potion has already been consumed. The DK doesn't have a coil at the moment, will have one in just a second, but then he's going to be dry also for a while. It's quite the even fight here towards the end of this game, but WFZ needs to own this fight. Otherwise, this expansion on the Orc side is going to break his neck over time. Level 4 Shadowhunter, that gives enough mana for one more heal wave. Again, WFZ committing hard to the Kodo. Will get it, but the Destroyer certainly is falling as well. And that will mean great value on the Spirit Link again once a Walker does return to the battlefield. Statue also taken out. WFZ now only left with 3 heroes, a Fiend, and a couple of Skeletons. Crystal Ball finds good usage this game. That's rare to see. WFZ is getting some kills. Hero levels are actually really strong. Wait a minute. This Sobi on the DK also outstanding, by the way. Oh my god. WFZ is hanging on. Staying even in supply. Wow. Great fight. But Shadowhunter now double mana potion. This was the big problem in this whole extended engagement. Shadowhunter ran out of mana, didn't have heal anymore. Banshee survives at least for a little bit. Applies Curse to the Blade Master. And Dust is still available. One Fiend getting killed, another one getting devoured. Blade Master needs to be a little careful. Taking a lot of damage. The normal damage from the skeleton is really starting to stack up. Oh, big stomp though now. Purge against the Frost Armor. Heal comes in over the top. Blade Master committing in deep, but he can because he has the invul still. Patiently waiting until the last second where he needs to use it, and there it is. Dark Ranger does get saved with a coil. That means no more coils though for the offense, and Lich also in trouble. Invul on him as well. Both playing right on the edge. Shadowhunter almost out of mana. Gonna have another heal wave in a little bit, but not available right now. But for WFZ, everything's about to fall. Hex! Backstab! And now the Lich is dead. WFZ with a valiant effort kept this game somewhat close for a long time. Fairly close, I guess I should say. But in the end, FoCuS holds and can still rely on his expansion. Swiftly scouting for a counter expo, and Acolyte is in position, but no expansion, no lumber available for WFZ to go for something like this. He brought some ghouls north to try to take that fight. But the game wasn't lost here. The game was lost here when WFZ took a rather poor fight with not the greatest execution. Blade almost level 5. Oh my lordy. Purge and crit. Maybe you can get this kill. Nope. Thank you. Hokkaido Kid with the 200 bits. Flapeo with the 23-month resub. And Hokkaido Kids again with the 100 bits. TC now looking very strong. This is the power spike for Orc late game. The longer this goes, the crazier the heroes become. It is, for the most part, also the case for Undead. DK and Lich scale like crazy. But the Dark Ranger doesn't that well. Especially against walkers. TC gets silenced, but there is Dispel! This is what I was talking about. Once you have decent walker amount, you can just silence, dispel the silence. TC gets the stomp off, and you have Spirit Link to rely on, because destroyers are weak late game. And FoCuS now has control of this game. Level 5 Blade. Are we gonna get a big crit? Does he have crit level 3? Not yet. Oh, nice Hex! Disables the coil, 2 crits, and that's it. GG! And 1-0 for FoCuS. That was kind of the expected result, but bumpy early game by FoCuS again. This early was really weak. Very slow leveling on the Blade Master. Gave up the red camp. Slow leveling on the Shadow as well. But still able to micro to victory there in the late game. And that's the invite to the second game. Northern Isles. I'm pretty sure FoCuS is going to try to creep the merchant here. which is a very popular creep route to go for. Very rewarding, and normally, because of the nature of speed scroll, also not too dangerous. But let's get not too far ahead of ourselves. Take this one step at a time. FoCuS with the lead. WFZ needs to come back here, otherwise it's going to be a quick 2-0. Thank you, Eisenhammer, with the sub. Again, we have our thumbs pressed, hoping that the game loads. Okay, this one didn't work. Unfortunately, that does happen sometimes currently with netties. A moment for the players to reevaluate. What's their game plan? What do they have laid out for the early? What's the opening? FoCuS was trying to be a little bit cheeky on map 1, going for that merchant creep, attempting it. But WFZ very smartly was harassing this and got decently far ahead in the early, honestly. I think his mistake was, when he got level 2, leaving the blade alone and not continuing to follow him. I think you should have just followed him to the ends of the earth. Well, not exactly, but basically follow him until the Shadow Hunter is about to come out, then fall back, then regroup with the Lich, and then creep with the 2 heroes. Because the way that orcs always want to play this matchup is, as I said, blade levels to level 3 quickly, and then leaves all the solo creep experience to the Shadow Hunter. But that only works if the blade does get level 3 quickly. So it is in the Undead's interest to slow down creeping early, because especially Lich and DK have to creep together anyways. It's not like you can play a solo harassing DK. He's just gonna get hexed and snared, and you're gonna lose a TP for no reason. This is something that 1-0 oftentimes does very well. And of course, there's a bonus step to this. It's like the true mastery is not just playing ultra aggressive and only trying to prevent Blade Master leveling, but also like doing this first of all, but also then being able to squeeze in a few camps yourself to get some experience progress, and with that gradually get ahead. And it seemed like WFZ had the right idea there in the early, playing the DK aggressively, but then became, I don't know, a little complacent maybe. At least in my opinion, the game favors the orc more and more the higher the levels get. If the game could remain on level 3, 2, 1 heroes for all time, like there's no progress, first hero is level 3, second hero is level 2, third hero is level 1, it's going to be greatly favoring Undead. But the higher the levels rise, normally the better for the orc it gets. Hey Remo, just a quick question. What would be the first thing on your mind that should be changed when talking about balance? At the moment, I don't think we should make any statements. There has just been a balance patch. Right now is not the time, in my opinion, to make statements and to proclaim what is an issue and what is not. Right now is the time to observe and learn and adjust with the new changes, because everyone received changes. Undead, of course, the biggest ones with Cryptlord, but also Night Elves got buffed, and humans and orcs got a little bit nerfed. Plus the meta is still developing. Yeah. Map 2! FoCuS with the lead here in the top right in the blue. Standard builds. Blade Master. No Farseer Expo. On this map, unsurprising, this map is very bad for Farseer TC Expo. But on Concealed, normally it's very popular. And I was kind of surprised to not see that last map from FoCuS. I think Concealed is not really a very good Blade Master map, and we saw the issues that can arise. But FoCuS still clutched it out in the end with superior control at points. Yeah, but this map is bad for Farseer because this Expo is very tough to creep. And there's not a clear level 3 creep route, not an easy level 3 creep route. And to make matters worse, DK can creep to level 2 very easily with these two camps and then harass very easily, especially against the Farseer. Plus it's a big map. We have lots of creeps to go around. We have some nice big items at the red camps in the middle. So Shadow Hunter progress should be guaranteed, and possibly also TC. FoCuS once again just sniping the items, not taking the full camps. Hoping for the slippers here, and I imagine he will be visiting the marketplace also. Only the cloak. Can he be in time to steal a last hit here? I guess not really. There's a clause in the marketplace, and the blade picks it up, obviously. Not selling the cloak, surprisingly. Especially since he's out of inventory space. Seems like he should have done this. Slight mistake, perhaps. WFZ, this game, not at all interested in harassing the blade. Just creeping himself.
Player's forces are
lots of items being sniped. FoCuS could go for the Ogre Magi here, and I guess that's what he's gonna do. WZ doing the same across the map. This is oftentimes how Happy plays. Not trying to be aggressive against the blade, trying to slow him down, but rather just sniping items on the map himself. This is where the two great undeads, Happy and 1-0, oftentimes deviate. With 1-0 much more trying to slow down the Blade Master, which I at least personally think is the better approach. Big mana. Great find for FoCuS. He could even steal this item here, or at least attempt to. But the DK is coming south as well. Can he even creep this without skeletons? With enough coils, I guess he can. Have they at all seen each other yet, by the way? I'm not sure. Oh! I knew it! I told you guys. He's gonna try to get the merchant. And you know, if you're playing aggressive undead early and you're sniping items across the map, I can say, okay, I get it. It's worth something. But you can't allow this. Just as you cannot allow your merc camp to be stolen on Terranas, you cannot allow this to be taken freely by the orc. Pretty easy for orc to do. Not even a speed scroll here for FoCuS, so he took a bit of a risk. And very rewarding, as we can see. And, well, this Creep Route is pretty damn cool. Is this perfect level 3?
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, wow. So it's this item, into this item, into this item, into this item, into middle, and that's perfect level 3. Man, that's a cool Creep Route. Hitman, I saw you earlier in chat. Are you writing that creep route down? I don't think that would be a bad idea. This is looking a lot like DreamHack Anaheim. This is exactly what happened at DreamHack Anaheim. Blade Master got good items, got strong quickly to level 3, and then canceled the Slaughterhouse over and over against Happy. Because Happy, just like WFZ here, didn't slow down the Blade Master. And I think he also gave away the Merchant for free. Yeah, this, you just can't allow this. There should basically always be a skeleton in the middle. Unless you know where the orc is. Where's the blade? Here he is. Doesn't have heal salves, so he cannot endlessly harass, but he can still do a decent job. If he can cancel the slaughter again, this is such a big deal. He feels he doesn't have the damage to cancel it, and I think he's correct, but he still, even if the Slaughterhouse doesn't cancel one more time, it still forces WFZ to return back, because again, he can't afford to lose these buildings. And yeah, I think let's need to start building better bases. How could you build a better base? One ziggurat here. I don't even think you need a full wall off anymore. Like, Blade Master harass doesn't do that much anymore normally, especially when you harass him. I think you just go for an early Nerup and protect the Slaughterhouse with a Nerup. I was thinking about this already at DreamHack Anaheim. Oh, Blade Master. Oh, okay. Oh my god. How greedy are you? There's no Nova here, so he can be quite bold with his movement. But won't get the steal. Ooh, the DK though. Nice Hex, but he's still gonna get that Grunt. And Snare should be ready though. He could be getting surrounded here. Level 3 Shadow.
A player's forces are under attack.
One Grunt here lost, honestly, isn't the biggest deal. Grunt's not the late game units you want anyways. Or, I should say, the units you want for the late game anyways. Oh my god, look at these items. Oh my god, dude. Big mana, big heal, pendant, Sobi. FoCuS kind of hitting the lottery here. Ring of Regen and Crystal Ball. Well, he also has a pendant. Wait, did they buy this one? No, I guess he found it. This could be a series overextension by FoCuS. He's running across the entire map. Oh, 1-0 though. WZ though, doesn't want to fight. Didn't have the orb yet. Without a TC. Only 2 Grunts, 1 Raider, and the 2 heroes.
A player's forces are
Kind of lucky by FoCuS here that he didn't get punished. If WZ has the orb right there, brings in the ghouls, that could backfire really quick. Good position here for WFZ. Pulling the creep camp back. Very hard to engage for FoCuS. He wants these items though. Ooh, heavy call Nova. No invul on the blade. Gets the statue though regardless. Nice stomp. Only level 1 still hitting well. And there comes the big healing. Blade Master getting focused and silenced. He's in trouble, but does get away. I think WFZ attempted the Fiend block there. Didn't quite get it. And there's a lot of wasted damage on the Blade Master. Shadowhunter has lots of mana. Not really lots of mana, but still the big mana potion left. Pops it here. Speed scroll. Run away. Losing the level 1 TC isn't the worst thing in the world, but it does slow down your creeping. Ooh. And again, I think this was a little overeager by FoCuS. Like, if he sees WZ creeping up here, he should be like, great! I'm gonna get the marketplace, I'm gonna get the red camp, I'm gonna get the scorpions.
A player's forces are under attack.
Red camp now gonna be going to WFZ. Should be the level 3 for the Lich. TC level 2 is a big level up. And he's very close now. Ooh, Wand of Illusion can also be very nice. Oh, Ancient Django of Endurance. Ding, ding, ding. Dark Range level 2. Plus 2 Agi. Hell yeah. Oh, give me that Agi.
A player's forces are under attack.
Claws plus 12 for the blade. Hello! How much damage is he gonna have now? Plus 33. Whew! It's gonna be some big crits soon. Shadowhunter mana, not that high, honestly. But with the Sobi, continuous regen. Continuous good regen. No Banshees yet. But we do have Walkers starting to come in. FoCuS banking at 50. Sometimes when we see no Banshees and very few Destroyers only, we see undeads going for heavy damage upgrades. Especially Vortex was quite fond of this. Heavy damage upgrades on the Fiends, plus Cryptlord 3rd with Impale to protect those Fiends.
Forces are under attack.
But it's only 1-0 here. Not that impressive. It's not looking bad for WFZ. He's got a level 3 Lich here. Orc heroes are not out of control. If every Orc hero levels up one more time, then this army is starting to look very strong.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, silence kind of wasted there on the illusion. Speaking of illusions, we have a bunch on the undead side now as well. Statue is very far forward, bit of a misclick. Hex on the Lich, interestingly. Kodo Beast ran into a very easy demise. TZ hasn't even used the Stomp yet. Lots of things, of course, going on. Hard to micro everything properly. Going for the DK now, perhaps. Nova in the back. Walker's taken out. FoCuS was trying to lure his opponent into the towers, but that didn't exactly work. The TC is in trouble, and the TC is dead. Only Blade Master and a couple of Berserkers left. This is looking really good for WFZ now. He's counter-expanding in the meantime. Oh my god. The Dark Minions in the back are causing a lot of problems. No dust. Oh, there is a dust, actually. Blade gets to 4 finally, but he's taking a lot of damage. The Lich, not to be underestimated. We talked about the Blade Master's inventory, not about the Lich's, who is looking very strong. WZ hit a very good timing here. Before the 2 to 3 walkers were ready, before the levels were too high, and before the supply rose out of control. This was basically the perfect timing. 60 supply, in my opinion, always like the undead sweet spot. Even without Banshees.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade Master running south, trying to disrupt the mining here as best as he can.
The town is under siege.
FoCuS has no army though. Patiently waiting for the TC to get back. That was a pretty weird fight by FoCuS. There was no speed scroll popped. There was no stomp into Devour into pulling the Kodo back. And now he finds himself behind in this game. Loses the Expo. And I don't think he has the damage to take out the enemy expansion in time. TC is coming, but not carrying a TP. I guess it is quite a bit of damage now. Okay, it is enough damage. Alright. Shadowhunter only has 1 or 2 heal waves, though. 1 ensnare. Where's he going to use it? On the DK. Nice silence. Prevents the stomp. The spell against the silence, but this DK is too tanky. He's not going to get him. Use the first death pack already. Does force the TP out, actually. And gets the statue as well. FoCuS is staying in this game. TC very close now to 3 with the green camp. Plus the scraps of the red. Maybe he could get it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Why did he TP there? Didn't the DK still have like 500 HP? Now Banshees are coming, by the way. Oh, lumber again, very low for WFZ. Ghoul's not very efficiently mining or harvesting. Should be over here.
A town is under siege.
Shadow almost level 4. That level up really doesn't do that much. But it's a bit more stats. How many invols we got? Only 1 in... Oh, no, 2 invols. Okay. Should put it on the TC though, shouldn't he? Oh, the last creep on the map. The Murloc. And that's the TC very close now. To the level up. But again, WFZ with high supply. 58. And now he has the Banshees. And that's an important tech addition. Oh, going for the DK. And now the level 2 Hex is actually pretty good. Waiting for the perfect time with the Stomp. Does he have the crits required? TP transferred. Something transferred. TP was forced, I should say. Asking for a crit. Not getting it on the Fiend. That was a nice little flank right there. Oh my god. Is he really going to go for the Tiny right now? That would be so greedy. He just saw the size of his enemy's army.
A player's forces are under attack.
Don't do it, FoCuS. Don't do it. Doesn't even have a Burrow coming. Is he actually waiting for the Tiny? Wow, that is so greedy. Oh my god. If it was to come to a fight right now, WFZ would be wildly favored. With proper execution. 4-4-3 heroes. Banshees. Good items. And very low mana on the walkers. This is very important. The amount of dispels and Spirit Link that they can use is crucial in this late game. But of course, if this doesn't get punished, if WFZ is just standing back, then the Tiny Great Hall is the best thing you can go for. Oh, Blade. Not revealing himself. Surprisingly. Oh. Meeting in the middle. TC very far forward. Has 2 invols. Is he again going for the DK? Really? There's no way he's getting him. Snipe on the walkers. No dispel anymore. There is a dust. So fiends might be falling. Are starting to fall. Blade Master with the invul a little too late to dodge the damage. FoCuS getting baited by this DK like crazy. He still has Death Pact, remember. Oh, silence. The blade in trouble again. Speed scroll. Perfect usage. Hex as well. Heal wave after.
Forces are under attack.
But FoCuS just completely went for the wrong targets. Oh my god. And Berserkers. Like 4 of them left behind. That DK was a bait. If you have 70 supply and like 3 ensnares, then you can go for the DK. But not at 50. Alright, FoCuS trying to hold one more time. But this game is looking quite tough for him. Dark Range level 4. Oh boy. Bottom right, we have the Haunted over here. Main should be expiring soon, right? Yeah. Less than 1,000 gold.
A town is under siege.
Invol's now going to WFZ. DK almost level 5. FoCuS finds the expo down here. That's important. Oh, but now might be getting intercepted. Please don't go for the DK, bro. Statues first, then fiends. Oh. Dispel against the silence. Oh, he doesn't have walkers anymore. Oh, breaks the silence though with the invul. That was a very good usage. Double invul used right away. Fiends do seem almost quite tanky here. Don't have armor upgrades though. Mana potion on the TC. Silence against him though. Can't make use of his spells. Now comes the walker. So late though. How much Dispel would have helped in this fight. TC hits the deck. Blade is level 5. FoCuS needs to fall back. Supply lead for FoCuS, but now on the chase, WFZ might be able to equalize. Shadowhunter completely out of mana. Blade going towards the middle, needs a new invul. Oh, but it's out of stock for half a minute. Very low mana on the DK. Game's not over yet. That shot kill was a big deal. That was the only heal wave, pretty much. Trying to snipe the Destroyer and then use Spirit Link. That can be a really good play, but boy is he losing a lot of Berserkers. Alright, now Spirit Link. On the Blade Master! He didn't use it on the Blade. Oh man. But the DK is almost out of mana. Purges! Double Purge against the Lich! Oh my god, so many misses though from the curse. Oh my god, that's pretty crazy. Blade Master has Windwalk. Oh, the Raider comes out. Perfect time for an Ensnare. Going for the Lich. With the Hex. With the Ensnare. Everything. Hoping for the crit. TP last second. Oh my god. Whew. Another Berserker's gonna go down. And the Expo is up. Oh my goodness. WFZ seems to be winning this game. TC back. Does he have anything? Mana Potion. Ooh, that's a big deal. Give that thing to the Shadow right away. And no Banshees at the moment. He's making Banshees though. Very, very desperately needed. Should perhaps sell something for an invul, but doesn't want to. Alright. It's all about hero battle here in the end. Oh, he should snipe the Banshee. If he can. Oh, Banshees or statues. It's pretty hard at this point. First Raider dies without using the end snare, I think. Oh, Blade Master Call Nova, and he's dead. GG. And 1-1. Long game. What was the crucial moment in that game? One specifically doesn't stand out to me. Ah, I guess the hold at the expansion. That could have been done better by FoCuS. Didn't get the stomps, didn't get the proper dispels, wasted the invul, lost the coda without getting anything. But of course, easy to criticize from my position. Much harder to pull off in the game when everything's happening at the same time and stress sets in. Our third map is Terna Stand. Statues even regen their own mana. That is very fake news, bro. I don't know where you got that. Balanced talk going on in chat again. Excellent. That is the kind of fruitful conversation I'm always looking forward to seeing. Map 3. Terna Stand. Our last one. So Echo Isles vetoed then most likely by WFZ. I still think that's a mistake. Terranos can be so good for Orc. For Orc late game 2 base, it is a dream. First of all, it's an easy expansion. Secondly, there's mercs with easy berserkers. But most importantly, there's a merchant between your 2 bases. It's so easy to buy invuls and even heal scrolls if you have enough cash. And perhaps a dust if you forgot about it. Yeah, normally on the undead side, it's always vetoing TM, because TM is just a nightmare against Blade Master. Unless you're Vortex and you take the creep game with the Crypt Lord. And then it's between Terranos and Echo. And a lot of undeads see Echo as worse. Some don't. WZ, no. 1-0, for example, does prefer Echo over Terranos. But Happy also prefers TS over Echo Isles. Nowadays, of course, Terranos has been slightly changed. We do have critters. There's one here, and here, and I don't know where the other ones are. I think here's one, and here. I always veto Terranos, so I'm not sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
FoCuS not going to the middle right away to go for the claws instantly is, of course, a big prize here to be claimed at the 2 greens. Double claws is amazing and very beneficial to both players. But WFZ just gives up the middle.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's pretty weird. I feel like if, as undead, going to the middle only has benefits. Either the orc isn't there and you get both items, but that is pretty unlikely. Or you're both stuck in the middle and you're wasting time not creeping. And as I have outlined numerous times now, I think it is in the undead's interest to slow down creeping early game. Not the best items for the blade, but better than nothing. Once again, focus with a creep route focused on sniping items quickly. Can you get the High Priest here? Oh, nice scout. That's really cool by WC, leaving the skeleton behind. So Blade Master can't snipe this too easily. An orc favorite play nowadays is to steal the Merc Camp. Was that intentional? The Acolyte waking up the creeps? I'm not sure. And there we see it. FoCuS tries to go for the Merc, and now WZ is doing it well. Doesn't get the last hit though. Man, that was super close. And because of the nature of Speed Scroll, the Orc here doesn't have too much to fear. Saves the Grunt. But Speed Scroll is lost, and that does matter. But yeah, you can't give this to the Blade Master. Still gets the Berserker, of course, but didn't get the big item.
A player's forces are under attack.
But you don't only want to slow down the blade, you also want to get your own levels. At least level 2 DK. But that has not been achieved yet. Blade Master knows, without aura, he can bully the undead fairly well.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's calculating right now. Does he have the damage to kill the Renegade quickly enough before WFZ comes over? Apparently not. I don't know why WFZ isn't just creeping this himself, though. Nice last hit. FoCuS's blade control still on point. Oh, wow. He got that as well. That was pretty lucky. I think that was a high roll on the damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
And WZ is getting punished pretty hard here for not having a dust. Don't tell me. Okay, got the last hit, but the item goes to the blade. And that is, you know, half of the bounty. It's quite fashionable nowadays to skip on dust and save gold, but I don't think that's what you want to do against FoCuS. One of Mana Steal, not the greatest item, but it can actually be quite good against DK. Oh my god, the bashes. Well, there goes the Lich. Shout out to Star Shaped. The kobolds find another victim.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh wow. Wow! WZ is getting owned this game so far. And he steals the Lion Horn as well. Could have even stolen the last hit, but I guess he was looking somewhere else. Whoa! What a clinic in this early by FoCuS. Claws +9 and slippers. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Double circled Lion Horn. Mantle is also good. FoCuS is hitting the lottery again. Is he trying to expand quickly? Maybe. Oh my god, this Blade Master.
A player's forces are under attack.
Monka W. Alright, what now? Quel'Thalas? Belt? Oh, it's one of the worst items. But not even too bad for the TC. Shadow level 3. Why are these creeps here?
A player's forces are under attack.
And it is a really quick expansion here. That looks kind of desperate. And here comes the Creepjack. First hit Purge. Second hit against the Frost Armor. Purge again. WZ has a TP out, but not before losing one more Fiend. Ooh, that Fiend almost didn't TP. Oh boy! WFZ is getting owned this game. But perhaps he's lucky and FoCuS won't look for this expansion. It is, after all, a very weird timing. Could be time for Tiny Great Hall now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hells yeah. Begin Vol Pot. Level 2 TC. Only downside here for FoCuS is he can't creep level 3 right away on the TC. But other than that, this game is going amazing. Oh, don't do it. If you get Silence Calling over, you might die. That's one way to throw this game away, FoCuS. If the TC creeps Merchant plus green, maybe it is actually level 3. That's also a really nice benefit of this map for Orc. In the late game, when you have expansion, or you're intending to soon go for expansion, you still have a couple of really safe camps for the TC left normally, because Blade and Shadow want to creep aggressively. Mana Stone. 250 mana only anymore. Ring as well for the TC, and that is the level 3. Man, oh man, FoCuS is looking hell of strong. But the one mistake by him this game, didn't scout for the expo. Temple there as well. Destroyer form coming. Lich's gonna get level 2. One of the win against the TC is amazing. He's got so much disable. He's got silence into wand, into silence, into wand, into silence if he wants.
A player's forces are under attack.
Walker's coming now, but the transition is still going to be a little while. Is that a spiral expansion? Does look like a spiral expansion. Ah. Maybe not. There's even some little green camps left, but no more items. WFZ still sitting at 50. That looks rather greedy. Getting more upgrades. Now starts into upkeep. Statues, Fiends, Banshees. Illusions popped. FoCuS is ready to fight. Could pick up another heal scroll here if he wants.
The town is under siege.
And here comes the push to the expo. Might be an easy kill on the temple. Only one Banshee so far. That's the downside of having the temple at the expo. It looks cool for fast reinforcements, but if you lose it, it's a big problem. And it will be lost. Maybe. Mass repair though. Okay, not lost. Banshee does go down. But the real blade has been cursed. Ooh, nice burrow dodge. Kodo this time microed back quite a bit faster. Nice stomp comes in. Stunning a lot of the backline. Wand of Wind on the Blade Master. The TC is still free to do what he wants. Dark Ranger, I don't think has used her silence yet. Oh man, this fight is all over the place. Focus Fire, of course, easier to pull off for WFZ. Nice stomp here. Good hacks to follow. More Fiends are going down. Banshees are re-emerging from the temple. Again, Wand on the Blade Master. Kodo is gonna fall. And supply-wise, we are pretty even over here. Oh, but lots of Fiends now. Close to dying. Very close indeed. Nerub Tower is helping out as well. So is the Blight. Mana's dropping low for the Undead Heroes. At least for the Lich. DK has a few more calls to use, especially with that Mana Stone. Blade Master in trouble. Invul Potion. And I think that's the big Invul as well. Oh, but FoCuS has lots of supply left. We can't say the same for WFZ. May need to transfer the TP or something. Invul's popped everywhere. But FoCuS is running out of mana himself, at least until he uses the potion. And now easy to pick off reinforcements from the main statues and fiends both. But WFZ does hold on. Pretty strong hold. Seems like Banshee numbers are starting to get quite high. But how to consolidate the forces, the reinforcements from the main? A-Bomb with the Z-Scout could actually be sick. Unless it gets eaten by a Kodo. DK very far forward with a Hex follow-up. This could be the death. Silence was misused. Should have used it against the Shadow, not against the TC. And that is the DK dead. Killer Instinct for FoCuS strikes. And he finds the opportunity to take out the first hero. And that is the GG.